One of the things that I notice that people resist, and this is so, so important, is they love learning about quantum physics. They love learning about neuroscience. They love learning about metacreation and manifestation. They love it. It's like, give me more. We're on the self-help hamster wheel, personal development. Let's go. And they love going to the seminars and jumping up and down, and and they get the really free high frequency going, and they're so excited. Let's make it happen. But the one thing that people don't want to do is the one thing that keeps people from having what they want. Observe. You have got to learn to love closing your eyes, reducing your brain waves, breathing deep in through your belly, and getting into the alpha brainwave. You've got to learn to love it. It's not just a sometimes thing. It's something that you have to do every single day. And, multiple times a day is better. But even if you only do one session a day, I have been very involved for years. I'm not really active in the yoga community these days, but I used to be very active in the Sacramento yoga community and do workshops and go to yoga every day. And everyone walks out of there feeling so good, but it's after the final Shavasana, right? We can suffer and struggle doing the standing bow pose or the twist or the back bends. But it's after all that physical work on our body, then we lay down in corpse pose and we just surrender. And when we do that, because our body is tired, our mind, our brain automatically goes into the alpha level. Some people get into the theta level, and let me tell you, some people get into the delta level. I hear them snoring next to me, right? But the point is, and it's really interesting, and I'm not trying to go off on a yoga rant here, but the interesting thing about yoga is back in the days, thousands of years ago, when yoga was first a thing, it didn't include any body moves called asanas. Nobody did a standing bow pose. Nobody did a crow pose. No one did the splits. No one even did a tree pose. Why did they add that? Because the yogis, and we're talking not just Hindu yogis, we're talking even meditators in China and Asia, they started doing Qigong and Tai Chi. Why? Because our brains are so busy. Now think about it. What did they have to worry about? They didn't have 5G. They didn't have tax bills. I mean, what did they have to worry about? Who knows? I'm sure they had stuff to worry about. Every civilization does. The point being that we have a lot going on. So if you go back to those days, that they couldn't even practice, the 8 limbs of yoga, or whatever it's called, something like that, because they were too wired up in their brain. No wonder we have such a hard time and don't want to close our eyes now. So they added movements. Like I said, in China and Japan, they added Tai Chi and Qigong so that the body and mind could work together, right? Strengthen the body. It's really pulling the energy from our lower 3 chakras up to our crown. If you're in, Tai Chi or Qigong, it's your lower détente, something like that. I only took 2 years of it, I should know. But anyway, it's bringing that energy up. So whatever culture you're talking about, they added movement to help calm the body, to help raise the energy, deepen the breath, and calm the body. And we are living on a fast forward, Starbucks, internet, doom scrolling, 55 notifications a second society. So of course we don't want to close our eyes. What could be more scary? Sometimes I'll tell my coaching clients, I'll bring up my mala beads and I'll be like, we got to do some breathing. And people are like, oh, I don't want to breathe. Like, I literally don't do it that often. I have videos in my coaching containers so they can practice the different breath work. But people don't like it because it's hard. Think about that. It's hard to be in your body. It's hard to be with your breath. It's hard to close your eyes if you're not falling asleep. That's crazy. And I am the poster child of not wanting to do that. That's why I went to yoga 6 days a week. I had to for my nervous system. I had to, and it took me years to be able to sit through a 15-minute breathing class. Years. But I'm here to tell you that until your nervous system is at a level of homeostasis, in other words, it's you've got your parasympathetic and your sympathetic. Rest and digest and fight and flight. And if you're living in fight or flight, my friend, you are not going to be able to manifest what you want. Because in fight or flight, your beta brain waves are like on crack. And you cannot manifest what you're imagining with positive emotions from a high stressed out state. That's just a fact. I didn't make up the rules. It's just a fact. That's how our human bodies are designed. We can create with our imaginations. We can connect with our intuition. Both of those are the language of the superconscious mind. That's your higher self. But the superconscious mind is BFFs with our rest and digest parasympathetic self. It is not BFFs with our sympathetic, stressed out fight or flight. Okay? So that is why I say people don't want to close their eyes, but I'm here to tell you that closing your eyes and going within is the absolute best way to not only improve your day, but to initiate a practice, not a mindfulness practice. I'm not swinging my crystals over here telling you, I'm not doing that. I don't mind it, but I'm not doing that. What I'm telling you is, if you want to create a different reality, if you want to be less reactive, if you want to have more money, you're going to have to learn to close your eyes, and you're going to have to like it. And you're going to have to do it in a relaxed state, and you're going to have to learn to cultivate joyful, grateful emotions, and you're going to have to see a vision of what you want in your mind. I don't think that's hard work. You will not need a shovel, but that's what it's going to take. Okay? So very short video today, but I really wanted to say this. I wanted to get this out there because I have so many clients, and I don't want to have clients who come to me and pay me and then don't get results because they don't do the work. I don't want to take anyone's money who's not understanding this is part of the work. Do this work. I will help you. I will guide you. I will give you the tones, the music. I will give you the guided visualizations and metacreations. I will give you the teachings. I will help you be accountable. I will support you. I will guide you. But you have to do that part. You have to do it. Even if it's 5 minutes a few times a day, or one 20-minute session, or two 10-minute sessions. I'm just throwing numbers out there. But you have to do it. You have to find the inner peace with rest and digest, to make the connection, to see the image, to feel the feels, the good ones, and cast out that image and that energy out into the quantum field so it can come back at you. Okay? Hope you found that helpful. Have a beautiful day.